Only, yeah. Chibes, you are muted.
Good afternoon, in our mind, family members. We are sorry for the inconveniences of the network. So bear with us. We are live again. I am with admin Chintalk, IOM Alaji. Yeah, good afternoon. Chintalk, it seems like your network is actually disturbing you. Wow. Network is terribly bad. Very bad network we have in Nigeria. Eh? What is all this? So,
Start.
good
Start.
afternoon.
We can't wait.
The network is totally very, very bad. So, we are back again, and we want to discuss uh, part two of is courtship essential before marriage? Thank you, people that joined us yesterday in our My Family members. But today we want to continue the conversation. Yeah. So, Chintok, can you hear me? Wow. Network. Very, very bad. If you
I
can
can
hear me,
hear
you
you,
can greet the
T-Best.
family
I
members.
can hear you.
Yeah. You can greet the
Okay,
family
good
members.
afternoon, family members. Thank you. We are here once again, and we apologize for cutting the first live we went through because of the network, but we are back, and I believe we're going to discuss and have a great time here. Thank you very much.
Okay, it's all right. Thank you. The family members, let these family members comment. Already said good afternoon, family members. Good afternoon by Joy. Then Adenikoni said good afternoon, our admins. Adenikoni again, good afternoon, our admins. Okay, that is a blessing. And Onyeka Chukuma said, okay. Thank you, guys. That is a Momo. Then Joel said, network won't allow me. Actually, network is very, 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 very bad today. I don't know. It seems like it's about to rain all over Nigeria because here is also dark at some point. So you keep changing network from one network to another. And let's see how it goes. But thank you, farm members, for also being here, not minding at anything. So see our sponsor, our billionaire sponsor. Anywhere we go, she follows us. Good afternoon, Madam Uzo. Well done. That is what we have to say to you. You are doing amazingly well. Then, boy, Urori Adeyemi is giving us love. Thank you. You guys are simply the best. Welcome, Admin Chibest and Chintok. Yeah, welcome, Ekbera Amaka Richard. Others are still coming. Other admins will still join us. We are just having some little network issues. Yeah, so Chintok, yesterday we are talking about if courtship is essential in marriage, before marriage, sorry. And you said something about it that is not totally essential. And what do you have to say today after taking time to reflect of our conversation yesterday? What do you have to say? Wow, network is not good. Okay, let me continue. Then Chichi Holy said, how are you? Then our million sponsor, you are welcome. Chintok, you can continue if you hear me.
Yeah,
Welcome back, everybody. That is from Chintok to Talk.
can you hear me?
So, yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. Yesterday, I brought out some points to say that courtship is not essential. And my reason for doing that yesterday was to ensure that we keep uh, discussing the issue so that we can have a direction to follow. And after all the discussion, I will tell you that courtship is essential before marriage because it has a lot to offer. In courtship, I would say you get to learn a lot about your intending partner. You get to learn a lot about his family. You get to learn about his lifestyle, his likes and dislikes, some of the things that he or she may not consciously let you know. You get to learn about all these things, the behavior, the pattern, and everything you need to know about the person before going into marriage with that person. So, courtship is very essential. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, family. Thank you, Chim Talk. I want to throw this question to family members. I know some of them were here yesterday, and some of them give their own views about if courtship is essential before marriage. But I know that there are some people or family members that also join us today to watch. So I want to throw it to family members. Is courtship essential before marriage? Tell us your own view. Is courtship essential before marriage? This is to the family members. We will be reading your comments from the comment section. Is courtship essential before marriage? Yeah. So that is a question to the family members. And Chintok, I think I have another question to you. If you have anyone, you can ask me. Why I will ask you if I have anyone. So you already said that courtship is essential before marriage, right? Then, if courtship is essential, okay, let's read the family members' comment. Kehinde said, yes, it's essential before marriage. Chizieze said, yes, it's essential before marriage. The Mansu said, yes, it is. And Abraham said, good afternoon. Then Oyeka Chukoma says, I did my courtship for years before I got married to my husband. Thank you for your submission. Then Adenikoni said, yes, courtship is important before marriage because it helps couples understand each other better and build a strong relationship. Thank you. We will still get back to this, your point about what you said. Then Chichi Holy said, yes, it is very essential. Thank you for your own feedback. So then Oni Alabin Pemeri said it is essential before marriage. Thank you. And Onyeka Jesse Onyuku said it's essential because you are coming from different backgrounds. Thank you. And Blessing Tayo said courtship is very essential before marriage. And the same Blessing, Adebomi said, okay. Okay for what? Then Agnes Isaac says, yes, it's very essential before marriage so that you will get to know your partner, although you can't know everything about him or her, but at least knowing something about the person. Thank you for that submission. Then Esther Clara said, on a good afternoon. Good afternoon, Esther. Welcome to the show today. Then Quinuela said, courtship is essential and even important because this is the period when intending couples know themselves and goals of what they are into. Chintok, over to you. You can take over from me and read the family members' comment. Yeah.
I am not actually seeing comments as it stands.
Okay.
Maybe you'll be the one reading comments, but I
It's
can
all right.
always make contribution. All right.
It's okay.
Thank you.
So let me continue. Someone like Adenikoni says that it is very essential and also very important before marriage because it helps partners to know each other and also at least to some certain extent, makes marriage also better. So do you think that courtship, I'm asking Chintok and also the family members, you can answer to us, do you think that courtship makes marriage successful? Do you think? Because people undergo courtship before they get married. Do you think that it makes the marriage successful? Then Rishi Praise says courtship is essential, not the distant one though, intimate courtship. So we have distant courtship and intimate courtship. Thank you.
Yeah, so I am listening from the backstage, and I can see you're still reading the comments of the family members. And we will also want to hear from both of you. You're both men. You're men. Let's hear from the male perspective, then also from female perspective. We are generalizing. Most of what we write or we read is probably what the we search from dictionary. Courtship before marriage, according to Soles, gives two people time to intentionally know each other beyond attraction or emotions. It helps a couple evaluate compatibility, character, values, purpose, communication, and readiness for lifelong relationships. So this is definitions from what they feel and what is written out there. But let us ask ourselves. Let's debate. Let's discuss. Let's disagree to agree or agree to disagree. What do you think yourself, Chin Talk, on your own, from your own side? Do you think courtship is essential before marriage? If yes, why? Yeah. If yes, why? If no, why not?
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma, for that question. Like I said yesterday, I came with my reasons to say that courtship is not essential. But after listening to Madam Chioma and my other fellow admins made their own points, I will say that courtship is essential. And one of my reasons is this. It exposes family influence and expectations. You know, when you are into courtship with a man or a woman, you get to visit the intending partner and you get to know with time the expectation of his or her family members. You get to know the influence that the family members have over him or her. You know, we are in a society where you see family members diving into the affairs of uh, the marriage of their brother or their sister with another woman or with another man, which sometimes it may be chaotic and sometimes it may be supportive. So everybody will want to get married to a man that has a family that will be supportive rather than being chaotic. And you will not want to go into marriage with a man as a woman that has a family that they are always prognosing, they are always telling him what to do against what the two of you should sit down and discuss so that
Why
you can.
not? Why not? Why not?
So you see, when you are in courtship, you get to learn that. You get to learn about that. Let me hold on here and Chibas.
No, you said you will not want to go into that. You changed your mind after listening to probably to you a more superior stand. I didn't hear it. I am here to hear your opinions and also to give my own. So you said after listening, you changed your opinion that because you want to know. Sorry, family members. Apology. I'm not showing my face for now. You said you don't want to go into a family that prognosis to. Why not? Is it the reason why you won't marry a woman you love?
I am an adult. I have my own mind, and I should be able to make decision of mine. I don't want any form of influence by our own family. Any decision we are making as a couple, it should be our decision and not a third party's decision. That's how I see it, ma. And it's very important that
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me ask. If the family prognosis into your affairs, can you not get your wife? Both of you will make a decision and have a say. We will not allow them to do that. Will you decide, I won't marry this girl because family is prognosing type? I'm just asking you a question. Is it because of the family you won't marry a woman you love?
okay, ma. You see, I will not marry her if she dances to their tune. At that stage, I will say that I will not marry her, except if she goes with my own opinion against theirs. That gives me a signal that even when she comes into the home that we are going to build together, she will listen to me and will work together rather than dancing to the tune.
From what you just said, I hear that you will watch the woman, not the family per se.
I want the woman, the family is there, but one thing the family should do is to be supportive and not
No,
chaotic.
they don't want to. They don't want to be supported.
I didn't hear you.
Are we talking about family here, or are we talking about courtship between?
We're
Okay,
talking about courtship.
all right.
Ma,
So,
I don't want problem for myself. I don't want to dive into something that will become a problem for me tomorrow. So we have to discuss this in the courtship. I have to let her know that this is what I want as a man. You, this is tell me what you want as a woman. Do you want our families to be meddling in our affairs? If she wants it that way, I don't think I can stay with that kind of a person because I have my likes and dislikes. And I will tell you that one of my dislikes is I don't want family meddling in our marital issues. So she can either go with me or go with her family, and I will find my way. That is me, ma.
okay, a lot. You said a lot, but I'm happy. You said within the courtship, if you realize that you will watch the lady and you discuss with her. I thought you said earlier that if the family are gambling, you will not marry the woman because that means you are not giving a chance to see what the lady you're with has stand and other things. But probably you're just saying a generic statement. There are lots of questions family members are asking on the page. Chibes, you are yet to be married. I heard you guys, all you're saying. Me, I don't have a stand, though, but when I hear your stand, I will take my stand. How does that concern me? Chibes, you don't have a wife yet. And as a man, a man material, a marriage material, what kind of woman do you want to get married to? And do you want to have an essential courtship with her or meaningful courtship with her before you marry her?
Okay, thank you for that question. Actually, yeah, I would say that courtship, for me, I'm talking about myself, is not necessarily essential. For me, I will tell you. What I think is very essential is knowing your partner. And courtship is not that room that gives you the opportunity. There is always a very level ground for you to know the person. It must not necessarily be when you guys are in courtship. So even starting from when you meet, before you can even tell the person, hey, I want you to be my friend. I want to spend my life with you. You should at least have a knowledge of that person. So that is why yesterday I asked a question. What is the time when partner says that they are in courtship? Do you get it now? Because I myself, I'm still trying to understand when is the period of courtship. Because for me, immediately that I say that I liked you, I want us to start something. And possibly I said, I want us to do what? Have everlasting relationship. That alone has already given me an impression that this is what I want. So for me, I don't think that courtship is superly or importantly necessary. What I think that is super importantly necessary is knowing your partner, each of you knowing your boundaries and respecting it, and also acknowledging one another. So for me, I want to marry a woman that respects me, respects my boundary, and I respect his or her own boundary. A woman that is very independent. That is just the simple truth. Yeah.
Let me narrate or describe the woman Chibes wants. A billionaire woman. That's it. Super independent means Chibes is looking for a billionaire woman. You must be rich before he will marry you.
Actually, it's not necessary that the person will be a billionaire. But we have lived in a Nigeria of era where majority of women believe that they don't have to do anything, that a man have to provide everything for them. You get it? I myself, I am not ready to marry or not ready to be in a relationship with such a person because I can't kill myself. Yes, that is just the simple truth. And even when you understand that division of labor, where the left hand can wash the right hand, it always appreciate one another. So that will also help you and also enable you to do what? At some point, you can beat your hand at the back and say, yes, you are doing well. But I will tell you that when you is the everything, not that your partner has been doing at some point, something happened. No. But when every responsibility is on you, my dear, at some point you will be frustrated. And I myself, I don't want to be frustrated. That is just the simple truth. So I want someone that will at least appreciate, and I will appreciate the person. With that, you see that there will be enough respect, and I won't necessarily always say that I have to rely on her 100% and she don't have to rely on me 100% for her to get whatever she needs. It's not that I will not, when I want or when she asks or anytime, give her something and also make her happy. But that necessarily must not be that if you want to get anything, if you want to lick sweet, you have to beg for it. I don't want anybody to beg. At that particular point, maybe there's something that I'm going through that I cannot provide. The person will think that I'm wicked. No, I don't want that. Thank you.
Yeah, so some family members are saying, how will you know her if you don't cut her? Because you said you don't want courtship. All you want is knowing her. I heard you say that, and that's why they are saying. You say, I don't really believe. You didn't say I don't want courtship. You say, I don't
It's
really.
all right. So one thing that I have to say is that there is no period of time that someone will say, I am in a courtship. Do you get it, man? I don't know. That is what I said. Is there a time when partner will come say they are in courtship? No, I don't know. If there is, I don't know. But what I believe is that now I'm in a relationship. When I am in a relationship, I should be able to look at my partner. Is her character what I want? That is the period for you to understand what you want. I don't know if there's a time they define that this is a period we are in a courtship. If there is a time for that, then I want to know.
All right. Well, let's ask our teacher. Teacher, I hope you're okay being here. I hope you're not supposed to be in the class. Teacher, can you hear me? We can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. Nango, can you hear me? All right. Let me say something. Chibes, I know you are the backstage. Try and be visible. Me too. I'll just cover myself and come live. Chibes said he doesn't understand the difference between relationship dating and courtship. Nangog, do you want to tell us the difference between relationship and courtship? He wants to know, and it's important because he said, oh, I think she left in error. All right. So let me say this. Let me see if I have any. You say superly, the person should superly know one thing and superly know the other. For courtship, whether courtship is essential before a relationship and before marriage, whether it's essential or not, that is a topic of discussion. I don't want to say my own opinion now. I'll keep it for the last. I want to hear each and every one of you. Chintok, can you unmute? You're looking like a Tinubu, President Tinubu. You still like President Tinubu. So family members want to hear. Chibe says he doesn't know if relationship dating, he's in a relationship, if it is categorized as courtship, or if what is the line between dating and courtship? Very important question. Chintok, do you want to help him?
Thank you very much, Ma, for that question. For me, the time you say you are in courtship with a woman is when you begin to think about getting married to her. That is the time I see it as courtship is taking place. Because sometimes a young man can be in a relationship with a woman not because of marriage. And that is not courtship, it's just a mere dating. But when you have intention of getting married to her, at that point you begin to study her to see what you want to see about her. And at that point, I see it as the time that courtship is taking place. Thank you very much, Ma.
Aha. Chummy, don't land like Land Rover. You're muted. You're muted, Chummy. We can't hear you.
Oh my God! The network does not want me to talk about this. We need to test the matter. I don't understand this network today. I have tried all my phones in my hand. How's it been going?
We've been waiting for you. You are the one we are waiting for. Chummy,
Oh my God!
you are the one. So, it's
as a matter of fact,
continue.
yesterday we talked about if courtship was essential for marriage. Some was for yeah and some was for no. Some said they had duration. Some said, oh, would you be forever? I mean, I said I would love courtship between 6 months to 1 year, right? Before any other thing. But in the course of having this courtship, what and what? Why are we even having the courtship? Why do you want to court a man before you get married to that man? Or why do you want to court a woman before you get married to the woman? There are reasons. Number one, because you want to know him. Because you want to know. There are people that you need to know their temperaments. You need to know their temperaments, their behavioral temperaments. Because you need to know if he's the kind of person that at a little spur, he hits. You need to know. You need to know if he's the kind of man that...
Oh, dear me. Her network just kicked.
Okay, okay. Can I say something?
Of course. No, just
Yeah,
unmute
so
that.
I see a comment from Mansu. It says that a relationship is maybe casual, why courtship is when you wanted to. So there's a question I ask. There's one question I still want to understand. So if I'm in a relationship, I shouldn't be studying your character to know if we will marry.
What keeps
I
knocking me
should
off?
continue to wait. I should continue to wait when probably, eh? So probably I will tell the girl, I am intending to marry you. Then we have to start the courtship. That is where I am confused, because I want to know, is there a point when two people will come to say, please, let's start courtship?
Hello, Chibest.
Uh-huh.
Of course,
Yes, ma'am.
when you see a girl, I'm not saying that there are marriages that they have just. I know of a girl that went to a traditional marriage, her friend's traditional marriage, and she met a man. Oh, of course, no, she didn't meet the man. While the bride was coming out, she came out as a friend of the bride. And suddenly, a particular man saw her and held her and said, "This is my wife." And the girl was like, "Oga, beg, leave me hand." The man insisted that he will not let that traditional marriage happen if that girl doesn't come and sit beside him. He wanted to cause problem. And then they started begging the girl and said, "Okay, just go sit down near the man so that maybe which kind of man be this now?" And then they allowed the girl sit with the man. Traditional marriage continued. The man insisted that is his wife. I tell you, in 2 months, the man married the girl. In 2 months. And they are still married till today. Right? So I'm not trying to say that when you see a girl today and you jump into marriage with her tomorrow, it may not work. Different strokes for everyone. It can work for you. But I still think with what is going on every day in Nigeria, now the divorce rate is so much, the separation rate is so much. So with what is going on now, if you ask me, I would suggest at least a minimum of 6 months to 1 year is ideal.
What
Get
will
to
they
know
be
the
doing?
man.
What will they be doing at 6 months to 1 year courtship? Just
Uh-uh.
my splendid question.
Number one, you need to be familiar with who you are going to stay the rest of your life with. Familiarity, I mean, in all sense. Like yesterday, I talked about sex. And for me, that is posing a lot of problems now. The churches are running away from saying it. The parents are also running away from saying it. But the truth remains, sex is very vital in marriage. Very vital. You need to know, you need to test. When I talk about this testing, it looks as if you need to test and be
Like
sure.
like we test soup. Like we test soup. Give me
Soup,
test.
soup is different from that one. You know that. I don't.
Okay,
Gym talk.
let me ask you another question,
Go
Chame.
ahead, ma, please.
Chibest is still confused with what you guys are saying, because
Okay.
as long as Chibest is concerned, we have dating, which is relationship, and we have courtship, which is intending to marry.
Yeah.
When a man and a woman are in relationship, they do everything people that intend to marry do. For instance, they test. Let me borrow your word if I'm allowed. They test in dating. So what's the difference between dating testing and courtship testing? That is what I see in Chibes's eyes.
Okay. When
Chibes,
you talk about when you talk
Chibes, am
about
I
dating,
asking one of the questions? Yes or no? You need to go out and come back. Chibes, go out and come back. Chintok, if you can't hear me, go out and come back. All right, continue, Chib and Chome. But say no text. Oh, network. Oh, Chintok, can you hear me? Chintok, can you hear me? Fantastic. All right, Chomi's network is bad. Obianyo, you're muted. What after testing and in marriage, the person lose interest? What will you do? That's a different ball game, Admin Chichi. We'll talk about that. The issue now is testing. Chintok, Chomi is talking about testing in the sense of it's good to try what you're going into.
Okay.
Because
I don't know if you can hear me.
yeah, we can hear you now. Oh, okay. I think her network is bad. I hope she comes back. Chintok, Chami is talking about one of the main important reasons, according to Chami, why you should court is to test. And I'm wondering if testing is a reason for courtship. We can test in relationship. In fact, it's hard to see people in relationship that are not testing. So what's the difference between testing in courtship and testing in relationship or dating? Chintok, you that said you must cut.
Okay, ma. Testing, testing in relationship and testing in courtship. I don't see any difference. The only difference there is in the relationship, perhaps they want to help themselves. Since they cannot stay without it, they want to help themselves. But in courtship, it is something they agree to do deliberately because they want to know. In relationship, they do it even without agreeing to it, even though it's something of consent.
What's the
They
meaning
just
of
want to do
even without agreeing to?
it.
What do you mean by
They
they
don't
do it even without
sure.
agreeing to? Eh? What's the
I didn't
meaning
hear
of
you.
what's the meaning of they do it even without agreeing to it? I don't understand.
Okay, what I meant to say is this: um, they do not talk about it that they want to have this so that they will know their their strengths and their weakness in terms of testing it. So they only do it for pleasure. But in terms of courtship, they have to talk about it so that they will know. The difference there is in the knowing.
Which one is the
While in
better?
relationship, it
Which
is
one is the better? It's okay. So in marriage, you know to test. In courtship, you test to test. Which one is better? Stop muting. You, which
can
one
you
is
hear
better?
me?
Yes.
Let me come in two different ways. Religiously, none is better.
Uh, uh, okay.
That is
No, I'm talking about. Let's
based
be
on
honest.
religion.
Let's be honest, Chin talk. Let's leave the religion aspects because those people that carry the Bible test more than we do. So let's talk about the people that are already testing in relationship and the people that are cutting and testing. What's the difference between the testing? Which one is better? You're muted, Chin talk. You're muted. Chin talk, you're muted. Chibes, show yourself.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Let me read.
In the
Let me read Agnes's comment before we proceed. Agnes, who is the cutter or data of Nameforth, said, make I no test then after marriage, make I can't see short pencil when no even sharp. Short pencil when they write. All right, Chinto, continue.
okay, ma. Um, in the courtship, they are testing so that they will know, and I think that one is better. The relationship aspect, I don't advise anybody to indulge in that because you may be testing and at the end of the day end up with somebody that you don't like. So that's my opinion on that, ma. Thank you.
Okay, Chomi, you can unmute. What is the difference between testing in relationship and testing in courtship? I thought test, not test. But Chibes, Chin Talk said testing in relationship is not good. Testing in courtship is better. Tell me, what do you have to say? Is that granite? I want to eat granite.
She talk. I laugh in Latin. When you say relationship and when you say courtship,
Oh, Jesus, network. Oh.
there is that when you say courtship, I wonder. Relation for dinner, and then the next thing you guys have ignited the candle light and its relationship. And then one day he wakes up and he decides to give you a ring and say, "Oh, would you marry me?" That one, I think you say, is courtship, right? What relationship is just let us be going out, let us be checking. In that relationship, I think you have more than one boyfriend or more than one girlfriend. You're trying to make a choice at that point. You're looking out, is Mr. A perfect? Is Mr. B the right person? Is Mr. C the correct person? So now you're tied to three persons trying to make a choice of one. Courtship now is you've made up your mind, oh, this is my presumed bone of bone or whatever, and you choose that person. If you decide to go and test in relationship, it is left for you. If you decide, it is the testing of the relationship that will take you into the courtship now. You have tested in the relationship and it looks as if this one is interesting. That's when you get into courtship with the person fully, right? And then in that point now of that courtship is when you get to know who this fellow is. Who this fellow is beyond yourself. Also family.
Chomi, are you driving? Chomi, are you? Chomi, you're muted. Are you driving?
I'm on the road. I'm on the road.
Are you the driver?
No. Someone else is driving me.
I for faint. All right. I have been listening to you guys and it's so interesting. Courtship, testing in dating, testing in relationship dating, or testing in courtship and marriage. Um, do you want to hear my own opinion? All right. So I want to say this. Tommy, you're very distracted though. You're distracted.
Yes, because I'm on the road.
Oh yeah. Our eye they follow your reactions. When you show us the back, I see granite for back seat. I want chop granite. I want chop granite. So yeah. So let's talk about courtship and marriage. A lot of times, people ask, is it good to court before marriage? Is it good to date before relationship? Is it good to relate before this? The truth of the matter is we are all adults. We are all adults. And why do I say that? We have had cases of people that are in marriage for 25 years, 30 years, then they decide to divorce. What does that mean? Upon having lived together for 25 good years, I don't know if there is any courtship or relationship or living together that is bigger than that or longer than that length. After 30 years of marriage, they divorce. What does that mean? That to me, it says a lot. It says a lot. There is more to divorce than courtship or relationship. That's for me. That's for me. Again, I heard people talking about testing. To test chin talk, what is happening to your hand? To test in relationship or to test in marriage. And Chin Talk said it's better to test in courtship, rather than to test in relationship. And in my mind, I think if you tell somebody, or if you told somebody, but let's say tell in the if you tell someone, I want to, okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. I'll be bringing you up shortly, Chummy. Let's put it this way. If you tell a child, if you put CCTV in a house, let me use CCTV as an example. If you put CCTV somewhere and people know that there is CCTV there, what do you think will happen, Chummy? If you are going into somewhere and they tell you there is CCTV there, what will you do?
Because I become very cautious of my environment.
Period. 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 Immediately, you will become conscious of the environment, and you sometimes you will see yourself checking the CCTV. But if you are not told that there is a CCTV somewhere, Chummy, no, they will just say to you, Chummy, there is no CCTV in that place. We can't hear
relaxed. You. You're relaxed. You're not uptight.
Fantastic.
You're completely
sarcastic. If you told somebody that there is no CCTV here, the person will be themselves. Is that what you mean by they will not be uptight?
Exactly. They will not be uptight. They'll be so relaxed. That's when they behave who they are.
Right?
But the moment you say there is CCTV, it doesn't now, the person is now an artificial person. The person now is an artificial being. You see them, they're supposed to eat gari and soup with their hand. They're beginning to look for cutleries because they know that CCTV is here and they are going to be watched. So you see them,
Rugged Pastor, let me call Rugged Pastor because I want to hear opinions before I speak. But the questions I've asked, you guys have answered the question. Let me call Rugged Pastor. I just saw his comment, and let me continue to post in case other fan members want to come like Nangok did. Rugged Pastor, I saw your comments and I said, oh gosh, let me call you. Admin Rugged Pastor, what do you have to say?
Like, I have some points to make because I've been listening to everybody. Fine, they're making amazing points. But for me, I believe that courtship is not necessary. To me, if you like a woman, just marry her. Both of you you can know anything you want to know in the marriage. Because I've seen some people that they will do courtship for 5-10 years. They will tell you they want to know each other. And at the end of the day, as soon as they marry, in 2 weeks, 1 month, the marriage don't crash. So you now be asking them, so what were they doing inside the courtship? I've seen, because I do MC, so I know a lot of this whole thing. I've seen somebody, there's a man I know, he just came and met a girl. Under 1 month, they got married. As I'm talking to you, they've stayed more than 10 years in the marriage. They're living fine. So if you see a woman that, I like this girl, my dear, don't need to waste time for courtship because as they go, even inside the courtship, I've seen some courtship that will break along the line. You don't already sleep with the girl, don't sleep with her. That one don't go. You start another courtship, you sleep with that one for two months, you break that one again. Some men will use courtship, they sleep with years ago. They have counted 10 girls.
Rugged Pastor, I need to deliver you. I seriously need to deliver you, Rugged Pastor.
What is the truth? Of courtship.
Yeah.
You know, and women, mainly don't tell us I want to marry you. Hey, wait. They would open everywhere for you. Then at the end, after some time, they say, I find out that 2 of us are not compatible, but you don't chop and finish.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Since you talked about women, when you tell, is it better? I'm just asking you a generic question. Is it better to tell a woman, I want to marry you, or just to watch her and see who she is? Do you think like courtship which is intended for marriage, meaning everybody is aware we are going into courtship to get married. Let's see if we are compatible, A, B, C, and D. Do you think it's best to say to a woman, I want to marry you so that you can know who she is? Or do you think it's best not to tell her I want to marry you, just to date her and know who she is?
Yeah, to me, I think it's better you don't even tell her you want to marry her. Because if you tell her, she'll start acting for you. She'll start acting all nice. She'll start acting like a holy person. She will hide a lot of things inside courtship. Now, what for you? If she dey smoke, she don't go smoke. If she dey do some bad things, she will hide it because, this guy want to marry me. So it's better you don't tell her that you want to marry her. Just study her. Those days, our parents, when they want to marry a woman, now their papa go find out who the person be. And that is why when they marry, the marriage will last. As I'm talking to you in Nigeria now, I had a friend. In fact, maybe I have a friend who is a judge in Rivers State High Court. The day I went to see him, do you know what he told me? He said, okay, Pastor. He said every day he received more than 2,000 divorce cases every day. Only him. I said, what? He said people are divorcing like back to back. And at the end, you now ask yourself, so what will be the courtship all about all this while? So inside the courtship, they hide a lot of things.
Okay, let me ask you about the man. When a man sees a woman he wants to marry, or he wants, we talked about who marries each other, but let's leave it for now. So, since you're a man, if, for instance, you see a very beautiful woman, your wife, you wanted to marry her, and you let her know you're coming to marry her, or she lets you know she would like to marry you, will you be your best behavior, or will you be living your normal life rather than if there is no courtship involved? If the family, sometimes family will say, bring the man, let me see, let me watch him and see. What do you think will become of the man?
Maybe it's like I missed the question somehow.
Okay, let me use my own as an example. When I and my husband wanted to get married, my parents did not like it. They don't want me to marry him. They had other intention and packages for me. So I was a kind of fighting and fighting, struggling and struggling. They now said to me, they gave me an option. The only option is that they want to see my husband's parents. They will not see my husband. That he must come with the parents so they will see who he is and where they are from.
Yes.
My husband called the mom and dad, begged them, and they promised them, told them to go do like this, do like. They planned how they will behave. So when my husband came to the house, he was so well behaved. He was so very stressed, to the extent that I won't forget that my father uses it against him. He used his teeth to be biting the canter, canter, the cover, the cover of the drink they served there, just because of anxiety and tension. So my question is, do you think that when people are looking at you, I asked them a question before. I said, if you hear CCTV camera is here, how will you behave? They say, well. So I wanted to know that dating, let us see your behavior. Is it true behavior that people are exhibiting, or is it a defined behavior for a particular purpose?
Yeah, when I was talking earlier, I said dating, and if you tell me that you're watching me, you want to watch me as if I'm good for you.
Yes.
Automatically, I will start acting to be good.
Absolutely.
I will not be. I will hide the bad side because I want you. Everything I will do, even when I want to eat, if I'm going to form, I'm not going to chop plenty. I will just chop like say, I will be packaging. I will just be forming, packaging and all that. But if I know that, you're not watching me, I'll be at my natural self.
Natural self.
I'll be at my natural self because I don't have any, just like you said about CCTV. In fact, because in my studio, because the camera is in my studio, anytime we enter our radio studio, we the package, we behave because there's a camera there. But as long as we step out of that place, our character don't come out.
No.
So that is the thing. I feel that all those courtship thing and all that is just, in fact, you will even be finding out things you're not even supposed to find out because there's no perfect person.
Exactly.
There's no perfect person.
Exactly.
You go find out what you know if you're supposed to find out.
Exactly. You get question. You get question. Okay, go on.
You forget that even in the midst of that courtship, where if you say they do with the girl, there are other men that are interested. There are other men too. There was a girl I was asking to marry before I met my wife. When I called her and told her I want to marry you, she know what she told me. She said that I am the 12th man now that is coming. 12. So we did 12.
Wow.
So
you go one outshine the others. I've been awaiting.
Now I can't try to make I impress, make I kick other 11 people come out, make it only me. I try my best, I waited for like 8 to 9 months.
Wow.
Waiting for her. I said, have you made up your mind? I don't get time. I want marry. It was one of my pastor in Port Harcourt that called me one early morning by 4 a.m. He said, he used to call me Chimene. He said, Chimene. I said, sir. He said, when are you getting married now? I want us to gather for your wedding. And I told him that there is a girl that I've been waiting for. He said, is she even if she's an angel that they threw from heaven, forget about that one. That one, I don't forget that. He said, even if she's an angel, come to my church, I'll give you 5 angels, you select one. He said, forget her. A woman that wants to marry you will not keep it that long. He said, she's just checking that, okay, if the one she have in mind did not work, she cannot manage you.
Oh, Jesus, come to me.
The man opened my eyes. Okay, now true.
Okay, Roger Pastor, let's come back to courtship and whether it's essential or not. Since you just said it for your own, respecting others' opinion, that you don't think is essential.
Yeah,
what do you think is now essential before marriage? What do you think is essential?
For me, I think what is essential is, first, do you like the girl? Does she have the qualities you want? She might not have everything. Fine, nobody have every quality. But if she has some level of percentage of what you want, then just marry the girl. That's the truth. Just marry the girl. My wife who I married today, we didn't even spend 3 months. And I went and paid her bride price. I saw her, I said I like her. Before you know, bam, bam, bam. I told my dad to go and find out her place. My dad went. I said, okay, and I've met her people, blah, blah. I said, I want to marry the girl. Bam. So, and the question is, the other things, as we're inside the marriage, we'll be knowing each other. I'll tell you, this is what I do. If I do what you don't like, tell me, I will stop and I will say I'm sorry. And that's how we're living happily. There's no perfect person. Meanwhile, I also have a friend who did courtship for 2 years. As I talk to you, that the marriage don't crash. So I think what everybody should do what works for them. Because again, courtship can work for some people. And again, it can still not work. But generally for me, I think if you like a woman, just marry her. Forget that courtship thing.
Okay, let me ask your colleague, fellow admins on the page. I saw Nemfort's comment. Chibest, you've been smiling and laughing. What do you are also of the opinion that courtship is not essential. What is essential for you before marriage? What is essential?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You know why I said so is because when a man meet a lady and when a lady see a man, he already know if he likes this man and want to spend his or her life with the person. And this is even when you said you were in a relationship. So for me, even when I was before, even when I meet you, if a man meets you, if you want to spend his or her life with you, you already know. Do you get it now? So for me, if I meet you today and say, hey, I already know, I don't need courtship. So for me, if I meet you, you're able to respect me and I respect you, what again am I looking for? Relationship, what I'm saying, because I am using myself, I'm in a relationship. So I have to wait till a time when I say, please, I want to marry you, I'll start to study your character. It is now that we're in a relationship, I will look at you. If it's okay, I say, yes, let's go. There's nothing like courtship. I want to marry you. Go and meet, pay immediately. So I will come and say, please, I want to marry you. Let's now start courtship. I want to know you. No, me, I don't have that time. As I meet you, when we are going on, that is when I know that I will marry you or I will not marry you. And what that is when I will learn you. So for me, before even when I meet you immediately, I already know if I will marry you or not. That is me.
And another talk said, wow, Chibes is in a relationship. Chill talk. Chill
Yes, I
talk.
have been saying it.
Go on, go on. Okay. Chill talk. The Chibes and Rugged Pastor, IOM Rugged Pastor, they said they don't care about courtship. You said you didn't care, but later you cared. Right now, I don't know if you jump back and forth again or if you will stay. Right now, my question to you is, I've asked them what they really look out for, what they want in a relationship. But for me, I want to find out from you. Do you think that I asked you this question before when I said, do you think that a woman dating and having sex or testing, sorry, in dating and in courtship, which one is better? You said courtship. I was asking which one do you see more? You're thinking courtship. But for me, I think not that I'm saying anybody should do anything. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. But I think that when you know that there is nothing at stake, when you know there is nothing at stake, you will be free. I remember I started dating my husband when I was in year 2 or 1 of this year. I didn't know about marriage. I didn't think, I never knew we'll get married. I wasn't planning to get married to him. On that note, just like IOM Rugged Pastor said, I was myself. He was himself. There was nothing about whether we are courting to marry or marrying to court. We are all being who we are. If you asked me, when is the best time, which is what I asked you in reverse, when is the best time to determine the character of somebody? It is not when you put a CCTV camera on them. I don't think so. It's not when you put a CCTV camera on them. Rather, it is when you remove the camera on them. That is when you see me. If I think there is a CCTV camera, I don't think I'll give you my best. I don't think I'll give you my best. So, in relationship or courtship, if you ask me, Nurse Angel, which do you think you'll be able to learn or know the person? I'll say in an ordinary relationship. I don't think in courtship, I'm not saying courtship is not essential. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if the purpose of courtship is to know the person, let me hear from rugged pastor before I give you my submission. Rugged pastor, if the purpose of courtship is to know the person, do you think the person will really show you who they are?
The question, okay, let me use another question to answer this question first. After I don't date you for 2 years, then when I want to marry you, then I say we should cut for 3 months. So now the 3 months on, go change the way I don't know you for 2 years. See, now I think our church, some of these things, this is being complicated because of our churches. Somebody I've known for how many years? 3, 4 years. When we want to marry, say we should cut for 6 months. What's the essence of the cut? It's not for us to know each other, know if we are compatible, know what we like, what if we can to know each other. So what have we been doing inside the relationship? The reason for relationship is for you to know the person. If you like the person enough to be your wife, you marry the person. Why people break up in a relationship is because inside the relationship, the qualities you want is not there. So you drop it and move into another one.
Thank you.
So I even just like you said, I even prefer that you even know somebody better in a relationship than courtship. Because inside the courtship, the person will not say, he's watching me for these 3 months, so let me be of my best character.
Okay.
But inside dating, the person will live a normal life. The person will even mess for your front, laugh.
Okay, show me.
For courtship, if you match the person, if you think, I'm so sorry. But for relationship,
you are saying hello. We are hearing you on the screen.
No,
it's Tommy, I'm telling. Tommy is on the phone. She's on the screen.
No. I can hear you.
Show me, look at the screen you are showing. No. We can hear you on the screen.
Show me, look at the screen you're showing. We can hear you on the screen.
Tommy, which one do you want? Do you want the phone or do you want the screen?
Okay, he can actually put me live.
Okay, cut off from here then and go back to this live. All right. I am talking from my own little sense. Most times we go on definition, like a lot of people, when I read their comments, I read definition of terms. And Chain Talk, I come back to you again. And I am standing on the opinion from my own self. When I was in a relationship with my husband, I was in year 1. Nothing is at stake. I had nothing to lose. I don't care. I wasn't looking forward. I wasn't looking up to nothing. I didn't give a hoot. So I was just in a relationship. All right, let's go here. Let's do this. And do you want to say to me, Chain Talk, that you will know me better when it's supposed to be courtship, or when I was in a relationship, I had nothing to lose or nothing to gain? You know what I mean? Chain Talk.
Yeah, I will know you better when we are in a relationship, because like it has been explained, you will live your original lifestyle and you wouldn't hide anything. And sometimes I feel the courtship takes place simultaneously in the relationship. It is not something that is mentioned. It's not something that is mentioned that, okay, now we are in courtship. We have graduated from relationship into courtship. No, it happens naturally. In fact, your senses will tell you that this is the stage that you are. Your heart will tell you that, okay, at this point, I want to marry this woman, because the decision to marry this woman or this man comes as a result of what you have learned while in the relationship. So at that point, I would say courtship simultaneously takes place. That is what I have to say in regards to that, man.
That is another English language you're speaking, but I hear you. You're trying to say relationship is courtship, courtship is relationship. That is why we ask some certain questions about testing in relationship and testing in courtship. All these questions are geared towards, they are geared towards to know whether there is anything, any real findings in courtship. But there is nothing that you cannot pick up in things you do. I'm reading the comments from fan members, like Timothy John, who himself is married. He said people don't do anything courtship these days. Ofi John said it is called the next level. See, Edumo. Edumo said, who is my husband, my darling beloved husband, said, relationship and courtship, what is the difference? Uncle Edumo, you came late. Jintok, do you want to define relationship again and courtship? Because this is the same question Chibes was asking, as in, what's this? What do you mean by courtship? What about knowing them in relationship? So, Chintok, do you want to respond to Chinedu more? Okay, I don't know if your network is bad, Chintok. I'll tell him. Chinedu, the ordinarily, when we talk about dating or relationship, people tend to look at dating as a kind of how will I put it? How will I put it? Romantic, you can say, is a interaction, romantic interaction where two people spend time together to explore. Is more of attraction, compatibility, companionship, emotional connection, without the necessarily saying you want to get married. You see, for dating, you could, mostly it's romantic. You want to explore, you're attracted, you compare, and all these things is just casual. It could be serious. You could, it involves commitment as well in some cases. Flexible people can date a lot of people at the same time as well. It's flexible. No, you're not going to force me. Some people do force anyway, but let's say that relationship is mostly attraction and, you know companionship, not marriage. However, when you talk about courtship, Chinedumo, people tend to say it's a deliberate intention to get married. It's something that is aimed at looking at your suitability for marriage or long-term partnership. Some people don't do marriages these days. They do civil, how do you call it? Civil relationship and so on. So that is what we are looking at. If you want to come in, let me ask Chinedu more since he's interested. Let's hear his own opinion about courtship before marriage. Chemi, I think your network is not allowing you to be on the screen. So I'm trying to add Chinedu. Chintok, you can answer. I asked you a question, didn't I? If I can remember. Chintok.
Yes, ma'am.
Did I ask a question? Did I ask?
Can you?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. You asked me a question to define relationship
Oh
and
no,
courtship,
leave
which
that.
you
I think I asked you a question
okay.
about what was the other question I asked you?
You
Chintu?
asked me uh you asked me if a CCTV camera is
You
placed
like that
to watch somebody.
in training? Okay, he said he's in training and he's coming. All right, that's fine. Can't talk. That's fine. Chinedu, I can see you can't talk. All right, Chin talk. Let's talk about some questions from family members. Uh, he said, let's talk about Momo. Momo's question. He said, does every relationship lead to marriage? You can type your questions. Let's try and answer.
Absolutely no. Not all relationships lead to marriage, ma.
Another question is,
Some
does every courtship lead to marriage?
again I would say no. Not all courtship leads to marriage. Some end before they graduate into becoming marriage, ma. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So if that is the case, I will see ask you again. What is the essence of courtship?
The essence of courtship is for both partners to know themselves, to know their temperaments, to know if they are mature enough to. Why are you hissing, ma? Why are you hissing? Let me learn.
Uh,
Let me learn.
no, before you land, I
No,
want you to be on air. Rugged Pastor, we have hanged Chin Talk on air. Mama Lao, Mama Lao. He said the essence of courtship is to know the temperament, to know the. What do you have to say to him?
Well, that's to me. I don't think that's the essence of courtship. Courtship is supposed to be. Um, Let me use the word. Courtship is supposed to be necessary if you have not met the girl before. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Yeah. You're making a very good point.
Courtship. The reason for courtship is if you're meeting for instance, if I am meeting a girl for the first time, maybe I come to your church and I see a girl I like, I don't know her. That is when they can say, okay, people should cut for 3 months to know each other. But how can I finish dating you for 2 years? You say we want to do courtship. I don't. Now that one I don't understand. Like it doesn't make sense.
Okay, now let me say this again because people must meet. You said you always talk about church, meeting a girl in church, meeting a girl in church. I'll soon begin go church. Now, now you said the essence of courtship, which makes sense, is if you don't know the person before and they bring you together, you can now court. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Do you know why I was mentioning churches?
No.
Because when you go to church now, like if you have a woman now and you go to all these our churches like Redeem or Winners and you say you want to marry her, they will not be able to cut for 6 months. That 6 months, people will be attending marriage class, people will be attending this. So that's why I was using churches. That's why I keep using churches. Yeah, because they will not so people use 3 months. So they did it to me now. They say me and my wife will use 3 months to do courtship. We'll be attending marriage class. I tell them, sir, I didn't attend any marriage class. I did Lagos, she did Port Harcourt. How do we attend the marriage class? You know? So I say anything we will know, we'll go now without coming to class. We can still get it, we can learn it. Okay. You know? So if somebody, like for me, I think after you don't date person for years, there is no need for courtship. If you have dated a girl for 1 year, 2 years, and you know she's good for you as a wife, just go meet her people. Tell them you want to bring your family to marry her. Everything you want to know, you don't know them. The ones where you never know, you don't go know them inside courtship. She don't go still show you. She won't show you.
Okay, make we leave chin talk to land. Chin talk, I can't. Chin talk. Chin talk. Oh, yeah, continue. I know you were hanging. Now land, make your leg touch ground. Chin talk. So you said the essence of courtship before marriage is to continue. Check temperament.
check high blood pressure.
Running pastor, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Yeah, I said the reason why people must court before getting married. One of the reasons is for me as a man to know the woman I'm bringing home, and there are so many things I need to know about her. You see, I don't want to stay with a person that will beat me in the house tomorrow when we are married. I don't want to be in a house with a woman that will.
You're cutting her, you find out whether she will beat you or not. Rugged pastor, over to you.
That's what I'm asking now. You don't find out since when they say she will beat you.
In fact, go on.
Hello, bros. Let me say this. If she did not beat you in the house for the dating time, for courtship, she will not still beat you.
Continue.
The any character he did not find out during the dating, he will still not find it out during courtship. In fact, like we have said it before now that you even find out more things from the dating than the courtship, because the courtship she will be acting the character. She will. Okay, now let me give you a funny story. Let me give you a story that will bust your head. There is a girl, like when I was looking for a wife, I met a girl here in Lagos. She's a nurse. And I used to go and buy drugs in the pharmacy where she was. And I liked her. So one day I just told her that I told the boss that, because the girl's boss is my friend. So I told the boss that I like this your girl. I feel like Mariam. He said, oh, nice. He said, make her follow and talk. I followed the girl talk. I said, okay, I like to marry you. She said, oh, she liked me too. So along the line, I said, okay, let's hang out. We went to a lounge and all that. So I now ordered for beer. She said, wait, I want drink beer here. I said, I don't understand. What is wrong with that? I said, drink your own. Me, I drink my own beer. She now ordered for juice. The next day, she now said, let us pray. Let us pray inside beer parlor, inside lounge. How? That one there, really will go home. I said, I say, I'm not going to marry this girl. I just told myself, I said, this is pure. There was a word I'm trying to look for. I said, this is, which English? There's a particular word for them. When I go home, I say,
not fake.
I said, this is fake. This is pure fake. Okay, you want to start telling me that you are spiritual. That's why you say that let's play inside beer parlor.
Ndaboski Bahose.
So immediately I go home, I said, no, this is not wife. This girl will pretend to be holy. When she enter house, she could be fire for fire.
Oh.
You know, so that was how I started withdrawing. I said, no, this is not it.
Well
this
done.
Is not it.
Well done. Let's allow Chintok to waka in the land. Make him waka. Chintok. Chintok, continue. You want to find out whether she will beat you.
From the story shared by Rugged Pastor, I will tell you that already he went with the mindset that you will marry the girl. And he saw something that he never expected. And that, for me, that is courtship. That was courtship. The girl was
That is still,
plain enough
that
for
is
him
still
to
the same.
see.
That is, it's not plain. This girl is
No,
just forming.
the,
Eh? Nowhere.
what you thank you. Continue, Chibes. So Chintok,
Ah,
he went
the girl
with
is just forming for us to say that he's a churchish person, he's a
the
good
girl
person.
was good. She was not bad. He forced her to a lounge. He wanted to force her to drink. She refused. She said she wants to drink Coke. And she now said, let us pray. So he saw her to be a prayerful person. And he's saying that could, and this is his own assumption, I must say that. He said that could be IOM rugged pastor, a farm member, popular. This one resemble my colleague for. She said na hypocrite word. Now you define hypocrite. Na true.
Yeah, I just look at it. No, I just want to say she to me, I just say as fake. You're just faking.
Yes. Yeah.
You
So
can't, because even as spiritual as some pastors are, they will not come to beer parlor and they will say they want to pray.
as spiritual as pastors are.
So
Yeah.
how can we be in the beer parlor where people gather? You say let us pray before we drink. Wow.
And na juice, na juice.
And na juice. You're taking your juice. I'm taking my beer. So we should pray. We should pray. No, for gather the whole everybody for bar. Let's conduct prayer section first.
All right. Chintok, yes, you could argue to say it's courtship and he saw that. But his own argument is that he didn't see the real person. Which is because of the term courtship. The argument from him as against yours is that courtship, where the guy will just appear now, he don't disappear. The argument from him is that courtship hid her character. And that is what I'm trying to say. Uncle Edumo, good afternoon. Have you finished? Roger Pastor, you can mute for a minute. Let's hear our biggest boss. He's my boss, the boss of bosses. Chinedu, I see you are interested in this topic. They are talking about whether courtship is essential before marriage. Let's hear from you. What do you think? Your honest opinion. Okay, go on.
It's really, really essential.
Okay.
At least for you to have an idea if you can, because that's when the red flags come. That's where you will know if you can tolerate some of them, because there's nobody that is perfect.
Okay.
So you have to find out first. Don't just dive deep into marriage without knowing the person.
Okay.
So our forefathers did it.
How did our forefathers? Okay. Let's start from both of us. Did we court?
Unless we were in a relationship, we were my girlfriend.
Okay. So, the question is, did we court?
That's the question I asked. What's the difference? I don't know what.
Thank you. So we were.
Hello, can I say something? Because now
yes.
There's a question you're asking, and I think they switched me.
Okay. Say something.
I said if you have been dating the woman, there is no need for courtship again. Courtship.
So which one is dating and which one is courting?
Okay, let's define it. Dating or courtship is when you just go into a relationship. Dating is just you're exploring, you're enjoying, you're attracted, you just want to be friends, you just want to enjoy, pure enjoyment, no definition of marriage. You're just, when we started going out, we were just happy to be together. We didn't say, I will marry you.
I actually got married without, will you marry me?
Thank you. So we just dated and married. We never courted.
No.
So that is what we are asking. Some people, like IOM Rugged Pastor is saying, that when it comes to marriage, they will not say you need to court for 6 months. Do you think, Chinedu, more that after we've gone out from year, is it year 1 or year 2 we started courting? Or sorry, we started year 1, we started going out. Would you need courtship to marry me? And do you think that you will find out the real me if you had come to me without us being in a relationship and say, I want to marry you? Or if we have
Let's
come
know each other better. That's rubbish. They'll give you what you want to see.
Oh,
Even if it's for 6 months. People can
Exactly.
pretend
God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. Exactly.
pretend for 6 months. 1 year,
They
some
will
people will
pretend.
pretend for you.
so Chinedu, you are now saying something else. Now that you've understood the difference between relationship and courtship, you said relationship, you will see the real person in some cases. But courtship, what did you say? Can you repeat it loud and clear?
Okay. If you're just dating, I don't still know that relationship part. If you're dating, you will meet the right person, the real person. At least you'll get to know 80%. But once you come and say, okay, I want to see who you are, then 3 months I will engage you, they'll give you what you want to see now. But if you're just going out and all of a sudden you make up your mind, let's continue with this. It's good.
So are you saying that dating and courting is just like courting is like CCTV camera is now mounted on the person?
Exactly. Trying to see what is not looking for you. You will see it now.
So you're saying that with the CCTV camera, people pretend to show you who they are not.
Yes. They'll give you what they know you want to see.
So are you saying, I'm not asking you to say what you, either way, you go even want to say opposite. Are you saying that if people come and define courtship to marry, people tend to be fake?
Yes. Not exactly fake, but they will hide the part they don't want you to see and show you only the part you want to see. They will deliberately hide some parts, not really being fake, but they will put in front of you the part that you only want to see and hide the other part. That's not being fake.
I will argue that I will want to be fake. How does that concern me? So you say marriage.
You will not actually be fake, but you will just show only the good part.
No, I can be fake because if, for instance, I can be fake for me, if you say, I know we didn't do it, but looking at trends, if I'm entering somewhere and you tell me CCTV is here, there are things I naturally will want to do, like you said, you will hide it. But there are things I will not ordinarily do because the CCTV camera is there. I want to fake. Don't you think so? So the question now is courtship essential before marriage or
no?
Why not?
It's not essential. Because like we are just saying, you're not actually knowing the person. You're just knowing what the person wants you to know. So it's better to just get into marriage from dating.
Can I ask you a personal question? Since both of us,
even in dating, women now have that courtship in mind and be showing you, even during dating, they'll be showing you what you want to see from day one.
Okay. Are you accusing women that women go into dating with the mindset of marriage?
Yes, it will lead to that eventually.
Is that not courtship in their mind?
That's not courtship because in their mind, in the guy's mind, the guy might not actually.
Don't worry about the guy's mind.
The girl will be
don't worry about the guy's mind. In the mind of the woman is courtship. because courtship is defined as something that will lead to marriage. So is she coming with the courtship mind to dating?
Yes, most likely, yeah.
So let me ask you a personal question. Sorry, I know you will soon disappear. Then we'll continue. Let me ask you a personal question. When you were dating me, was I fake or real? Tell me the things you saw me do.
No, you were real, for real.
How do you know
You
I'm
were
real?
because we are not looking up to anything. Marriage was not up in my mind. It wasn't in your mind. So we were just being happy together. That's it.
And I didn't want to tell you I can do anything I don't do. I didn't even care about forming, did I?
Sorry? No, there was no need to. Now we're always together. How long you want for?
It's not about how long you want form. It's about you saw the real me, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you do testing?
Chomi is asking you when we are going out, because right now I'm a born again Muslim and I'm a virgin. She's asking, did you test?
Did I?
Did you do testing? Did you test soup?
Test what?
Chomi, ask him again.
Everyone, you were in courtship with Iru.
See, I'm driving, so you need to talk out loud. Yeah.
Chomi, your network is breaking.
Oh my God. When you were dating your wife, did you sleep with her? Did you have sex with her?
Yeah.
Oh, he's lying. I'm a virgin. I'm still a virgin. Go on. You've not finished. Did you like it or hate it? Continue. Chomi, continue.
If I hated it, you won't have 3 evidences to show.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Then I ask again, was it a yardstick for you? Was it part of your yardstick? Because I know you
At
had
the time,
had a long yardstick.
So, Chairman, at the time, I never thought about marriage at all.
Okay.
It was the least thing in my mind at the time.
Chomi, you're acting as if you were not there. Let me tell you guys what Chomi did.
She was there.
She was she was there. Each time I will go, sometimes I will sneak. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to spoil anybody because I'm a born again Muslim. I and Choma were together. Then I will sneak out and go and stay with Chinedu. When I come back, Choma will shout, "Hey!" Choma will shout, "If you die there, uncle, if to say you were sleeping there and you can't die." Choma,
We were so naive. Jesus.
Hey, the good thing is, can I give? It's just that you're driving. I wish you're not driving. We'll all come to the backstage. Can I say that for me, we were just in a relationship. No intention to marriage. Never believe we will marry. Didn't even think about marriage. We're in year one. All we wanted to do was to study and pass and go. Everybody go their different ways. But the relationship, we found out that, or he thought that I was the queen of the coast. She continued.
Continue what?
Speak out, or you. No, but why? Okay, even the marriage. I told them how you wanted. You didn't really want to marry me. I told them how my daddy was trying to get me married to other people, and I refused. I actually. So I refused to get married to other people, and he knew it was because of you, and they didn't like you, because Chin Talk was talking about family influence in relationship that he won't want to marry the person. I was laughing because I was wondering whether he has a strong enough reason for the wife or the family. My family never wanted Chinedu more at all. In fact, my daddy was arresting him, sending police on him, coming to see him, running upstairs with his uniform and gun, trying to catch him. He didn't like him at all. And I said, I will never marry. I refused. So he gave me an ultimatum that because we didn't plan marriage, they were just trying to cut off our relationship. The more they cut, the tighter we were holding on to each other. So he now said, okay, before I even approve or think about him, because he's done a lot to him. He's arrested him. He's done this. He's locked him up. He sent things to him. Then he said before he even sees him with his two eyes, that he must come with his father and his mother. Let him check his parents first, not even to check him on. So, Chinedu, I told them how you were biting the canter. My daddy has always talked about that. He will never. Why were you biting the cover of your drink?
I don't know. And I was anxious. I was anxiety. What else? Because I didn't have a job. Remember, he asked me, what do I do for a living? I didn't have a job.
We just.
I had to step in. I said that he has a job and he will look after.
Okay. All right. So from what we are discussing, Chinedu, everybody, for me, I've not told them my opinion, whether of courtship or marriage or relationship or dating. But from all we are discussing, what last word you want to give to them before we let other people come in regarding marriage in terms of relationship or courtship? Which one is essential or whether is essential or not?
I think you need to know who you want to settle down with. Know if the person is somebody that you can tolerate. Because nobody is perfect. You have to tolerate a lot of things, from your partner. And mind you, people keep changing. People keep changing it because of the relationship, because of the marriage. People's wants keep changing. So you need to know if it's somebody that you're ready to go down that journey. Because it never stops. Like I wrote earlier, that trying to learn a human being 100%, you will never graduate. People keep changing and changing and changing. So you just have to make sure it's somebody you can endure those changes, good or bad. That's all I have to say.
Oh, someone you can endure both changes, good or bad. Fantastic. Yeah. So that is good. And Chome, since we have now described, thank you very much, Oga Chinedu. You do well. Chome, since we have talked in-depthly with life experience about marriage and courtship or relationship, I know your caption was whether courtship is essential. Since Chinedu have stood to say it's not essential, we didn't even cut for one day. We didn't say let's cut to marry. No, we didn't. He didn't even propose to me. There was no day he came to say, will you marry me? Never. Not to talk about cut to marry. We are dating and circumstances. Bam, we married. You've heard his own submission, which you are aware of. You were there on our wedding. You were there when it started. You were scared. You were like, if something happens, what will my daddy do? So what do you now have to say about relationship or courtship? I'm changing your topic. Relationship or courtship, which is better? Or rather, is courtship a necessity before marriage?
The truth, like I said, it is not even a yardstick to marriage. We've given instances to say that some XYZ courted before marriage. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I heard when Rocket Pastor said he's an MC, yes. He said he's an MC of a lot. He has been MCs for so many weddings. And like he said, you will see a marriage where they courted for 10 years and they just married for 2 months and they pack up. Right? And then you see someone, I gave an instance of a girl that went for a traditional marriage and a man saw her there and said, this is my wife. And after 2 months, he married that girl. They are still married up till date. So it is not a yardstick, whatever. It is just for me, I think it is a personal thing, a personal risk. Like they always say, you race to heaven. It is your own race to marriage. It's a personal thing. If you choose or if you feel that courtship will work for you, oh yeah, so fine and good. But if you feel that is also a plug and a play, oh yeah, you go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask me personally, Choma, I would want courtship before marriage.
Now, let me ask you personally, because when you're talking, all I'm hearing is relationship, but you're using the word courtship. I know you. When you're talking, all I'm hearing from you is relationship, but you're using the term courtship. Charming. My question to you is, I know you, let me not ask you if you're in a relationship, but let's go back in the days. If you are in a relationship with somebody, let's say you had a relationship with somebody and you were like 3 years in relationship, do you think you will learn that person enough or not? Or at least you think you, like Chinedu said, at least 80%. Do you think relationship is enough to know who you are with? And because in some cases, relationship has people test and other things. Of course, I tested. In fact, I went beyond testing in my relationship. So my question to you is, if you are in a relationship and you're testing and had a 3 years relationship, do you think you will still need courtship?
If 3 years is no longer relationship, it has gone from relationship to courtship, as far as I'm concerned, because what ship are you still doing in a rail for 3 years?
No, some people are. No, show me. I mean the question, because when you're talking, trust me, I know you.
You mean what?
I mean the question I asked. If you are in a relationship for 3 years, if you are in a relationship for 3 years, and they talk about marriage now from nowhere, because you're in a relationship because you're happy, now, dating, happy together, clinging together, being together, then all of a sudden, let's say the parents or your parents now say, you guys, it's time for you to marry, and it's now said, you now say, oh, okay, I think we can marry. Do you think they will now is okay to say, right now that you want to marry, since there is an intention to marry, do you want to court for 3 months that will lead to marriage, so you will find out whether you really are compatible?
No, sincerely, if you've been in a relationship for 3 years, and then the man wants to eventually get married to you, I don't see any reason why you will baptize that relationship again to courtship. No, it doesn't make any sense anymore. Because you've been with him for 3 years, what are you now looking for again? So at that point, for that 3 years relationship, you should just go straight into marriage, and that ends it.
Okay. Onyeka Moses said, for me, courtship works for me. All right. Thank you, and Chome. I think I want to ask the team on the screen, because most times we mix up in marriage and courtship. and courtship and marriage. In fact, right now you can call it one. Chinedu said some people enter relationship with the intention to marry. So they have mixed and matched. And Chintok was trying to also say, and you also, Chami, said any relationship that is 3 years should now become a courtship. On the screen, people are still saying courtship, people are saying relationship. I want to say this, my own view, my view. We are adults. We are adults. Most times, it's not about, because Chinedu said something which I picked, and that is something which I've always wanted to say. As human beings, we keep changing, adapting. They say change is constant. The only thing that is not constant is the change, because change is change. So it is always constant. Human being, we must change. We must change. We adapt. That's why when some people, they will say, mind your friends. If you are with these friends, you change and be like this. If you are with these people, you change. We are always changing, adapting. That is why the other time they say we were stone men, we are ape. We now became this. We now, even technology is changing. A lot of people are changing. Things are coming up. Life, we are changing. What am I trying to, why am I talking about change in courtship? The reason why I'm talking about change is that courtship or not is no matter how important it is for us to either relate with people, the most important thing, if you ask me, as I am like this, I know what, most people define who they want. When I was in secondary school, I have started drawing my husband. When I was in secondary school, I don't know if anybody can relate with me. I have started drawing my husband. My husband must be this, be that, be this, be that, like this. I've already put something I want for a husband. And most of what I do is not about appearance. It's about the mindset. Like, I'm an independent person. I heard Chibes. There's something you say that I also grabbed. You say you want your wife to be independent. I just joked to say billionaire. Yeah. So for me, courtship, to find out who she is, or relationship, them. The most important thing is, first of all, before I tell you what I think is important for me, we need to also check out if courtship or relationship you're checking out, are you compatible in terms of biologically? Some people are AS, because even truth be told, before you get married, no matter the love, because love is not even the most important. You can love somebody to death, and they now check your ASAS. They will not, or one of them is S. They will not tell you that you cannot get married, because the probability that this will happen is high, and you will risk a lot of things. So there are lots of things for me. If you want to get married to somebody, you should look out for. These are very vital, because if you say, I want to see their character, let's say they are angel, but they have, like, I watch in the movie, you see people, they'll say they are angel, they have 2 months to live, for instance. It's exaggeration, but they do it. They will say, let me marry them for 2 months, then they will die. There are things we need to check. Or this person, the character is the best of them all, but they have one illness that is not something you can, accept. I don't want to name some illnesses, because it would be as if I'm discriminating. So there are things we need to ensure we rule out. This is the most important. I'm repeating, it's not just all about love. It's not just all about love, because you may love the person and your group is not compatible. What happens? You may love the person and they have one kind of, not just chronic illness, but a kind of transferable disease that you may not want to have, but you love this person. Somebody gave me a story about that. Someone gave me a story. Even no matter how much love you have on this person, if they have this kind of thing, you can't. I've heard a lot of stories. Let's use, for instance, thank God now that AIDS is manageable. Even if you can cure AIDS, somebody can live with AIDS. Formerly, if you have AIDS, you die because there was no management for it. Right now, there is still no cure, but there is a management for it. So, but the law, it is lawful. The law requires, if you have HIV or AIDS, you must tell any person before you go into an intercourse with the person. You must tell the person you have HIV or AIDS. If not, you can't do that. You must tell, unless you just want to be with the person without having an intercourse. So how will people feel if you meet somebody you want to marry and they say, I have HIV? Will you marry them? Will you say, let's just enter? So if you ask me, there are certain things you must ensure you check out before you get married to somebody. We can't remove that. It's not about debate. It's not about character. It's not about good. It's not about love. It's about long-term relationship. So if that is ruled out, now what next? Honestly speaking, if you ask me, we are all adults. Do what you like. And this is my own opinion. But do what you like. On that note, Roger Pastor, let's hear what you have to say. I can't tell people what they are adult, full-blown adult. Do what you like. And Roger Pastor, what do you have to say? Then we hear from Chibest. And go.
Okay, please come again. I didn't get the question.
What do you have to say in closing regarding whether to cut or not to cut, to marry or not to marry?
My final word is, if you are already in a relationship, that is just like cutting. There is no need getting a woman and at the same time you say you want to cut again. You can only cut for months if you are just meeting and you have intention to marry the girl. You can say, okay, it's even some people call it talking stage. You use the opportunity to talk, know about her, know what she like. Like I mentioned about my wife here. I just met her and we started talking. To me, that is courtship. And I said, is it the kind of content I shoot? And the carry gets to get big dash. Can you stay? Because I know some girls will not be able to handle it. So she said yes. I said, okay. And other things too. We discussed a lot of things and all that. So my own last advice is, if you're already in a relationship with a girl, there is no need to say, I want to cut her, because there is nothing else she will show you. She will not show you another thing. Unless you are meeting her for the first time. You can say, okay, take some little time to know her, know the kind of family she comes from, know if people are compatible. I think that's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I think that is amazing. Thank you. Chibest, you've been looking and smiling. What do you have to say in closing? Ekperamaka is harassing us here. She said we have stayed more than 2 hours.
Okay. First of all, I want to appreciate the family members that stay. It's not easy. Thank you guys for always being here. And sorry that the topic is so interesting that we don't even know that we have stayed up to that long. And I would say, and I still maintain what I said, relationship is a time for you to know when and what you want. And that is just a yardstick for you to say, yes, you are good to me. I don't believe in courtship because a relationship is there for you to also. I think relationship and courtship is the same thing. I don't know how they differentiate this word. And that is why I continue to ask what is the difference because someone like me, when I meet you, immediately that I met you, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, if I want to play along with you, I play. If I want to say that this is the person I want to marry, I already know. That is just the simple truth. So that is for me.
Sorry, you say if
There
you
are some
meet somebody.
people
Wait,
that
Chibes,
believe
you
for
say
courtship.
Chibes, Chibes. You say if you meet somebody,
I
if you
said,
want to
I
play the person,
yeah, I
play the
will rephrase it. I said that if I meet a lady today, 1, 2 months, I already know that that I want to marry you. 1 or 2 months, I have already decided. I have already, like in me, know that this is what I want. But if I met you and I still decide that 1 or 2 months that you are not the person I want, we can continue to do the relationship, but you are not fit for me. So what I'm saying is that for me, when I'm in a relationship, it decides. That is when I decide. And that is when I will tell you I want to marry you, not when I will tell you I want us to go for courtship. That is just the simple truth. Thank you.
thank you. So Chintok, let's hear from you. What do you have to say?
Angel, and thank you, farm members, for staying and engaging. I would say that every day we come to this page and we hear people share their opinions on a particular topic. We get to learn new things, and our views get changing time to time because we get to hear something we've not heard before, and we get to learn new things that reshape our thinking and reshape our minds. So I am happy that I am part of the discussion today, and I have learned a lot from all that have been said here. And I will tell you, I enjoyed the discussion. And to our farm members that are in the comment section, I'll tell you keep availing yourselves for talks like this because this is a place where we learn to become better persons in life. In our mind is always my mind, and my destiny is in my hands. Thank you, man.
All right. Chami, do you have something to say as we close?
It's actually a fantastic day. What has been happening on and off. Really talk today is terrible. I've talked
We
about
can't hear you clearly. Oh.
my network today is so terrible.
Mm-mm.
Very, very terrible. It has been off, but it has been an interesting talk from everyone. And I just want to tell the farm members to keep engaging because we have a whole lot that is coming up. So keep engaging on the page. Make sure you come out every day to see what's going to be happening because I tell you the anointing is planning so much to teach out. Everybody's going to learn. I'm learning from here, and you guys will also learn. It's one loss from me, and I'll keep saying in our mind, in my mind, and of course, my best friend is in my mind.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I will give rugged pastor the last word.
Okay, so far so good. It has been an interesting topic, and also I've learned so much, and I encourage people to not just hearing, but let's make use of whatever thing we've learned today, because we learn every day, every day. Yeah, we learn every day. So thank you so much. I am very grateful to be part of the conversation.
You don't talk in our mind.
Oh, in our mind is always in my mind, and my destiny is in my heart.
When we are watching out for your skit. We saw your big jacket. People are saying that jacket go do our tour. That we saw your skit introduction telling us to watch out every Friday. Me, I don't go make a space for my garden. Every Friday I go pop champagne, sit down they look na dog name. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you to farm members. They said interesting topic. According to Mary, IOM page is where we learn new things every day. And another one, Cecilia said it is IOM or nothing. And Aminat said, in our mind is always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely in my hands. And I will say, thank you for coming. I have not even said my own thoughts about whether courtship is good. I just said you are an adult. I will tell you some other time. Maybe it's going to be a talk show. And thank you guys. I love you. Tomorrow, this Chichi my sis. Tomorrow we are going to do our dreams. Then we'll be meeting with I say Chin Talk. We'll be meeting with Namfort, and also our IOM biggest loser tweak begins tomorrow. Meanwhile, Rugged Pastor want to put the winner of the IOM biggest loser. He wants to put it on TV, on Arise TV. So we are waiting for he's waiting for the videos from the contestants. Chibest, have you contacted Chibest Chintok and Dorcas? Have you contacted Juliet? And Chomi, did you contact Juliet to make her own video? Rugged Pastor wanted it today. Did you contact her? Did anybody contact Juliet to make her video? We saw your own talks. Beautiful video. Chami, Rugged Pastor, you want to say something?
Not really.
Okay. And Chibes, did you contact Juliet?
I have been calling her. She's not picking up. I called her on WhatsApp. It's not going. So I leave a message for her. Yes.
And Chomi,
can you hear me?
Please do. He needs the whole video today, so they will put it on TV. Fantastic. Rugged Master, Rugged Pastor, you are muted again.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, guys. So watch out. Our biggest loser. You remember we said it would be it could be on TV. Who remembered me saying the biggest loser could be on TV? Did you remember me saying that? Huh? We were even having it on our hello.
That is still the witches and wizards we are talking about.
No, seriously. You remember from now I said we could be on TV. Rugged Pastor, when we started the biggest loser, we said we could. It was in our agenda. Chintalk, was it in our agenda? On mute. Was it in our agenda?
It was, man.
For a long period, isn't it?
Yes, man.
We said we could be on TV for the biggest loser. And guess what? We will be on TV. The biggest loser, the winners of the biggest loser contest will definitely be on TV. So prepare your video for Arise TV. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye. We'll meet you tomorrow. You give them your topic tonight. Always give them the topic a night before the topic. Bye-bye, guys.